everyone. As you can see, we've got the Key Light Mini here in front of us. Yes, I know there are plenty of sponsored videos out there on YouTube about the new Elgato Key Light Mini, but I wanted to see if the hype is real. So this is not a sponsored video. What we're gonna do is go through the unboxing and setup here of the Mini. But first, before we do that, I think it's good to take a look at the outside the box. You know, as with any of the Elgato products, I think they do a good job as far as packaging. It always feels very premium, so I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and see quickly here what we've got in the box. We've got the Key Light Mini, we've got a charging cable, and then a quick start guide. So not a whole lot of information here. One of the things that I really like about this Mini, hopefully, is the fact that I'll be able to control it just like my Key Light Airs. And that way everything will be able to be controlled by the Stream Deck as well as, from, my phone or wherever else as well. But we'll get into that a little bit later. It's 800 lumens. It's 4 hours of battery life. It's got a fast charge, it's got a magnet mount, which is actually one of the reasons why I definitely wanted it. And then as you can see, it's got Stream Deck integration. On the back here, yeah, I'm not gonna read all that. you don't want me to do that either, so I'm not gonna do it. But you are able to install it on Windows, on Mac, your Google devices, as well as through the App Store as well. Now on the back here, you can see that it is perfect for mobile use, and we'll talk about that in a moment as well. So let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy, which is why some of you hopefully are here. And that should be it. Trusty knife away. If you have any questions while we're going through this, please feel free to ask down below. All right, so we've got a hefty book here. The Key Light, it's heavier than I thought it would be, but I guess it should be with the amount of battery that's in there. It is packaged very well. It feels very premium as well. Feels very magnetic, very metal there. So just curious as to if I have anything that would be strong enough for the magnet to hold on to. Of course I don't, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Put that over there. Let's see, we've got to get connected. Ooh. I don't know if I've seen that from any of the other Elgato boxes. So we've got USB-C on one side, and it's got an angled connector, which is nice. And then we've got USB-A on the other side. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna get things cleaned up here and we'll take a closer look. All right, so I got everything cleaned up here. I figured what we'll do is we'll do this in two steps. One, we'll take a look at it with the device so it's not connected to the software or through Wi-Fi. And then we'll do one more, take a look at it while it is connected just to see how well that works. So let's first go ahead and plug that guy in. So I'm going to use this primarily connected on Wi-Fi. All right, so that's plugged in now. Let's just make sure this guy has power. Okay, so I should just be able to plug that in. There we go. Hopefully that didn't blind you. It blinded me. So on the back here, we do have, actually, let's go ahead and unplug that. So basically, this is how it came. It is 4/5 of the way charged, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and look at the directions here. Like I said, this feels really nice. It's nice and solid. It does have the 1/4 inch mount right here. It doesn't come with one, so just keep that in mind. On the side here, we've got the power button, which you saw, and then we've got the jog wheel, which will control, first of all, the brightness. And then also if we, 1, 2, there we go. It'll allow us to change the color as well. So that way we can have it more blue versus more yellow. I don't know how well that's coming up on the camera, but double click, there we go, that's how. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, the jog wheel feels really good. It's solid. It's not one that it doesn't spin. It's really like a click more than anything else. Also, you can turn off the Wi-Fi by holding down the power button for 5 seconds. I'm not going to do that because we are going to be putting that on. When I said the blue versus the white, I should say temperature. Sorry about that. But yeah, okay, cool. Well, that's that unplugged, and then as you can see, we've got the Wi-Fi that's trying to connect. We'll go ahead and power this on, or I should say put it on power. Wow, that does look really nice. Okay, anyways, all right, so what we'll do next is I'll go ahead and get my laptop out, and then we'll go ahead and connect it and see how well it works. I'll be right back. All right, so we got the computer up here. I usually like to set it up via the computer. Obviously, you can control it from your mobile phone as well, which we'll take a look at as well. But if you don't already have an Elgato Light, you will need to download the control center. And basically, it's just elgato.com/downloads, and you'll just download the control center and install it, just like anything else. So let's go ahead and go to our control center first. And we'll go ahead and add the new device. And it's searching for devices, and it found the Key Light Mini. So let's go ahead and connect it. And we're gonna go ahead and enter in our Wi-Fi password and network, and I'll be right back. All right, so basically this is it. It connected. It took about a minute for the device to be connected all the way through the Wi-Fi, as well as getting it set up with the device. One thing that always freaks me out whenever adding a new light here is that it basically disconnects all the lights and then it adds them all back in, which is, I think is just always weird. But anyways, there's that. As you can see, the light is on. And if we click this button, the light turns off. On, off. Okay. And I was notified that I need to install a new firmware update. So let's go ahead and do that. It's very simple to do that. And basically what we're going to do is just click on update firmware and click on update. And that's it. So while that's installing, I did want to say, one of the reasons why I got this device was actually one, so I can use it off cable, so on battery. That way I can, use it with the camera and whatnot while I'm out. I am going to be unboxing another light that is going to be very similar, but still very different. The Zeus Mini, it's by GoPro. They have very different purposes, but be on the lookout on the channel. I'll be taking a closer look at that as well. But anyway, so I'll be using that on the camera, so on the shoe mount, but I'll also be using this primarily here, for streaming, basically for the green screen that I'm going to be using, and putting this on the back of the chair to light that up, so hopefully to take care of some of the shadows that happen, especially as the key lights are on me, and it throws the shadow onto the green screen. So, and I'll put a video in here or pictures or something of what I'm talking about with that. That way you can kind of see that. All right, so just like that, the firmware was updated. I don't need to know the specific ID there, and we'll go ahead and apply that and click on OK. All right, and just making sure, perfect. And what I like about this, like I said before, is the fact that I'm going to be able to set it up, and it's going to be able to be used, with the Stream Deck. That way you can control it that way, do scenes and whatnot as well. Also, the fact that I can just very easily, with a click of a button, turn on and off all the key lights, just like that. The other thing I wanted to show too is using it on the phone. So let me go ahead and get logged in here, and on my phone, All right. And basically you'll download the control center just like you would with for your computer, and you can do that with the Mac as well. I have not set that up yet, but anyways, so as you can see, we do have my the setup right here, and this is the first time I'm actually using it, and it's already being connected, which is awesome. You can see that it is the battery level is at 75%. Super cool. All right, so and yeah, let's go ahead and change it just slightly. Wow, that's awesome. It is super responsive. Anyways, so that's it. That's what I wanted to cover in today's video. If you have any questions, make sure to ask down below. overall impressions, it seems like a very quality product. Just like it is, all the Elgato products seem very quality. My only complaint is the price, which is my only complaint with almost all Elgato products, is that they are pretty expensive for what they are, but they work. So, and the fact that they work with everything is one of the reasons why I'm willing to pay the extra money for it. So yeah, that's really it. I'll leave a link down in the description, an affiliate link, but you know, feel free to use it if you're interested in buying it. If not, doesn't hurt my feelings, but it does help out the channel. So like I said before, if you've got questions, ask down below. If you're liking the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe to the channel, I invite you to do so. We do lots of things on the channel that a professional geek might find interesting, like electronics, streaming type things, which we'll be doing more streaming and gaming and stuff like that on the channel. We also do a lot of things about home automation, electronics, going to theme parks, Star Wars stuff, basically things that a professional geek would find interesting. So if any of that interests you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. And with that, have a great day.